still earning ribbons, but in a much wider arena. Former ice skating champ choreographs routines for others. Written by Ventura County Star staff writer on Sunday, March 22, 2009. This is a Ventura County Star podcast. When Sarah Kawahara started ice skating at age 6 and landed a principal role with Ice Capades at 17, little did she know that she'd eventually earn high acclaim for her innovative work as a choreographer in the world of international figure skating. "I was very lucky. I was in the right place at the right time in many ways," said the married Westlake Village mother of 3 and 2-time Emmy Award-winning figure skating choreographer. Her talent was brought to the attention of a larger audience in 1997, when she was the first ice skater ever to receive a Best Choreography Emmy Award, for ABC's Scott Hamilton Upside Down. 5 years later, she received her second Best Choreography Emmy for her work in the opening and closing ceremonies of the 2002 Salt Lake Winter Olympics. Now she has her sights set on winning the gold, but not for herself. As the choreographer for Chinese figure skating pair King Pang and Jian Tong, who will compete in the ISU World Figure Skating Championships kicking off today at Staples Center in Los Angeles, she believes they will stand apart from the competition. "I think they're top contenders for the gold," said Kawahara of the pair that took a 5th-place finish in last year's World Championships after earning the win in 2006. "It would be so great if they could attain this title back." Skating has been virtually a lifelong passion for Kawahara, who was born in Montreal, Canada, and raised in Toronto. Her desire to ice skate sparked after she started taking ballet lessons at 3, she said. "We would pass the outdoor ice rink on the way to ballet class and I was fascinated with the speed. It looked so exhilarating," recalled Kawahara, 54, who also excelled in piano, violin, jazz and drama while growing up. "I just really wanted to try ice skating, and they had these wonderful ribbons you could earn that the girls would wear on their shoulders," she said. "The deal breaker for me was the ribbons. I wanted some ribbons, too." With that, she put on a pair of skates and found she was a natural. "It did come to me fairly easily. I took ballet, so I had good balance and I was graceful." 7 years in Ice Capades. At 17, she joined the Ice Capades and remained a principal skater there for 7 years. She later became a resident coach, earning recognition for her unique artistic style. Her desire to become a choreographer developed in her late 20s. "I knew I did not want to perform past my prime and thought that I needed to keep this passion for what I do in my life and somehow continuing it in another form," said Kawahara, who performed well into her 30s, after the birth of her first child. "I really wanted to make a transition where I could still be creative, and I knew I wouldn't be able to perform forever." So she started choreographing routines for solo skaters in the Ice Capades. "Then Peggy Fleming heard about me," she said. "After I left the show, she asked me to choreograph a number for her. That was my really big break. After that we really hit it off." She went on to choreograph Fleming's An Evening on Ice production for the headliner room at Harrah's, Lake Tahoe. The show won such praise and attention that Kawahara was approached by Shipstead Productions to choreograph and perform in Ice. Produced for Radio City Music Hall in New York, starring Fleming, Robin Cousins and Tolda Cranston. All over the map. These high-profile projects soon led to a prominent career that included the choreography of Concert on Ice, starring Dorothy Hamill, Ty Babylonia, Randy Gardner and Scott Hamilton. She also became the head choreographer for Ice Capades for 5 seasons. "One of my goals as a choreographer is to get the audience to feel the sensation of the speed in skating, as well as the dance elements," said Kawahara, whose work can be seen on board the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line's ice shows, Ice Jammin' and Planet Ice. She also choreographed skating scenes in the 2007 movie Blades of Glory, starring Will Ferrell and Jon Heder, and has choreographed programs for skaters including Michelle Kwan, Christy Yamaguchi, Dorothy Hamill, Nancy Kerrigan and Victor Petrenko. "I have had the privilege of working with many types of mediums for skating," said Kawahara, who worked on the Disney CBS TV special Nancy Kerrigan, Special Dreams on Ice, in 1995 and was hired a year later to choreograph routines for Oksana Bayul and Victor Petrenko in the CBS TV special The Wizard of Oz on Ice. Looking back now on her career so far, Kawahara said the most satisfying aspect of the job is being able to see a routine develop and really get in the blood and soul of the skater so that it's not mechanical and not premeditated. It's almost like the choreography becomes such a language that it speaks to you. This has been a Ventura County Star podcast.
Did you ever wish you could read the newspaper while stuck in traffic? Now you can. Visit shortcutlink.com/Ventura to get this content for your commute.